Hi, and welcome to my short walkthrough of my Milestone 2 project, as it was based off of my UML diagram for Milestone 1. So let's start off in the base contact class. This is the abstract class that the person contact and business contact are based off of. Um, Here's the private integers, all the getters and setters, the constructor, including the empty one, and the one that includes all the properties. It includes a toString override and getters and setters for all of the integers. Then we'll move on to our person contact. This one has more specific things to a person. Also has the two constructors and all the getters and setters and the toString. And here's the business contact, just things more suited to a business contact, including the URL and the operating hours. It also has both the constructors and all of the getters and setters in the toString. And then I'll move on to the interface for the data access service. Here I have the two methods that I'm going to be implementing inside of the file access service and the database access service, which I don't have the database access service yet because it wasn't required for this week. Here's the file access service. It includes the two methods from the interface, and it has a list as specified in the requirements instead of a file because we're not writing to a file yet. And the read all contacts does a print off of the book that it is passed, off of the address book. And save all contacts saves the contacts to the list, to the array list right here. In the future we'll save and read from a file, but as of right now we're saving and reading from a list. And then let me move on to the location class really quickly. So this includes the four private settings right here. It includes the location, constructors, and the getters and setters, and the toString. And then we move on to the photo. Same gig here, all the private variables, including the public getters and setters. And then I believe that's everything. The address book. This is the big boy. So this has the array list of all the contacts and then the various methods required, getting and setting contacts, removing the contacts, adding them, sorting them, searching by a variety of criteria. And this also includes the toString method as well. So then we finally go into the console app, which does the implementation for all of this stuff. And as you can see here, I followed the requirements in the Milestone 2 that were laid out. It includes an initial list, right here the array list. We put some things in the array list and then we pass it into the address book here. And then I also created two more contacts that are standalone contacts that I added using the book.add function. And then we have the book.display function here. It's going to display this person right here. And then we're going to modify the person. We're going to modify his description. And then we're also going to remove person 4 because that was one of the requirements. So let me go ahead and run it. Here we go. We see the initial display function. That was the display over here, person 3 display, and then you can see after we set the description for him, it changes from a fun and charming young lad in the original description to a jolly good fellow here. So that showcases the requirements for the milestone this week, and I hope to see you again next week.